Hey everyone, thank you for clicking on this video in the first place. This is a short clip taken out of a full podcast episode that is going to be released in the near future. So all I ask you to do is, if you do enjoy it, to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss when the full podcast episode comes out and when other full podcast episodes come out. There's a lot talked about in this, not just what was in this short clip, so I highly recommend you do that. And I hope you enjoy the rest of it. The best thing a liar can hope for is to be a successful fraud. Congratulations, you made it to the top. But did you really make it, or did the person you are pretending to be make it? The potential of your life will never be revealed because you are too scared to see if it will meet your expectations. What do you think of that?
You think he's... My brain, because that's just how I'm wired, is I go to like business. Is that like what he's talking about?
Yep.
I would agree with that. And there's two different ways to do it. I mean, if you're gonna be a fraud and sell drugs by the kilo, it's all gonna come crashing down. And if you want to lie, cheat, deceive people, that's where like the karma thing kind of comes in. I do believe, and it may not be that your business falls. It may be your marriage fails, or your kids hate you, or I'm sort of a believer. It could be
completely internal.
You're just miserable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was the whole idea with it. Even people who, I don't know, they're not becoming successful in bad ways, but they're just pretending to be someone. I don't know. People do it on social media. Like, I could easily, luckily I know better, but I could easily just say stuff that I don't believe because I want more views.
Yeah.
Or something like that. And I get to the end and say I have 5 million subscribers. That's awesome, but like, it's not really like me that got it. It's just me pretending to be someone.
When I was doing the podcast, that's exactly what I did. I wouldn't say I said things that I didn't believe, but I would come in here and I would manufacture clips that look like they're from a live podcast with certain topics that were completely angled and then hashtag to get views. And I accomplished the goal, and it was awful.
Yeah.
It was awful. I got 500,000 views. I got tons and tons of likes. I got tons of comments saying I'm awesome. And I got tons of stuff. But you can't, like, you're sort of lying. You're trying to manipulate reality to get this goal that I want. So I'm going to sit here and pretend, and like, I'm not really being me. I'm finding an idea that I know is popular, and maybe I have no business even speaking on, but I know if I say it in a certain cadence, in a certain way, and then, you know, I can kind of manipulate people. That was the goal. It wasn't at the forefront of my brain, though. I wasn't sitting there saying, I want to manipulate people. But as I grow and look back on that last year, I'm like, yeah, that's what I was doing. And yeah, I wasn't happy. I didn't like it.
Yeah, I actually love the clips that I'm uploading now. I get a lot of comments on it, and big surprise online, but they're mostly negative. And I don't really care. Like, that doesn't affect me at all. But they are like my beliefs, everything that I'm saying. So I'm like, oh, really? People don't agree with that? But it does challenge my beliefs. Like, someone said, I released, I put a clip up of me talking about Andrew Tate. Got like 1,500 views, and this guy was saying, you need to get your facts straight. And so I literally replied back. I'm like, all right, what facts? Let me check them out so I won't make the same mistake again. Like, but if you're lying the whole way there and just clickbaiting and trying to get views, then you're not able to challenge your own views and learn anything.
Sure.
And that's kind of why I'm here. I'm having the conversations to learn stuff. And luckily with the comments and people commenting, I can learn stuff from them too. But if I'm lying and just making a show, then it's not really anything to learn.
Yeah, because I had a couple clips on TikTok from the actual podcast itself that I don't know what's considered viral, but you know, you're talking 2, 3, 4, 500,000 views and a lot of comments, and that felt okay. But it was the ones that were manufactured. I don't know. There was just something about, and I know that's sort of the business, you know, picking the right music to go in the background and the right hashtags, like. I would say something that I knew would challenge a certain group of people and then hashtag that group of people to get them to see the video, because I knew the algorithm would like if they get angry and comment. Watch time and commenting and stitches is what will continue to boost it. So it's almost like I welcome this negativity in, and then it becomes overwhelming when there's 10,000 comments of negative.
Yeah.
You can just sit there all day long arguing with people.
I know. The first like 3 clips that I uploaded to TikTok, I would argue with people in the comments, and I just quit immediately. I was like, this is horrible. I can't do this. Especially if I start getting more views.
Yeah.
Can't
but that's
do
a lot.
that.
I mean, you can. And I could have too.
Maybe, but
it felt inauthentic what I was doing. Some of the ones were authentic and it didn't bother me. It's just weird. I just thought it was interesting how that got brought up because when you're trying to manipulate reality like that, it's just not going to make you happy. And it's not even that my beliefs weren't real. What I was saying, it's not that I didn't believe what I was saying. It's just the intentionality behind what I was doing deep down didn't feel right.
Yeah, there has to be a balance there. I have a little trouble with it too because I try not to clickbait too hard, but I have to clickbait a little bit because I want people to see what I'm talking about.
Sure.
I think people would benefit from these conversations, listening on these. So if I don't clickbait a little bit, no one's going to see. But if I clickbait too much, then I don't know. I'm a fraud.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's sort of the business, though.
It sort of is.
You know, if you're in a sales business, you have to ask for the sale. It's kind of like, ugh. You know, if you do door-to-door sales, you got to knock on the door.
Yep.
So, I don't know. It's just all about your value system and kind of what you think. Because some people might have been fine doing what I'm doing. They are. Some people, including myself, I'd be like, that guy's a douche. And so I found myself doing it. Like, look at this guy sitting here alone doing this. I personally just, it's not kind of how, it didn't align with how I saw myself or at least how I wanted to be.